Aloha, everyone. Welcome to our program tonight. I am Kumu Karen Carroll, and I'm very happy to be with you. Laying here on the table is the beautiful Heidi Keala Napua Tam, who will be on the table as I do the Lomi Lomi for her. This is an instructional Lomi Lomi video, and one of the very important things that I'd like to share with you is breathing of the ha. The ha is the breath, and this isn't any ordinary breath. This is a sacred breath. The energy comes down to us from Keakua, and as we breathe in, it is magnified by our love, and it comes out through our hands to the person that we are working on. And so I would like for you to practice this breath. I'd like for you to breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth, let the energy flow through your hands. Do that one more time. Breathe in and breathe out. And this is a very gentle breathing. You don't have to do any Darth Vader kind of breathing. Very gentle, and the energy will flow the way it should. Lomi Lomi is not only a physical science, it is a spiritual art. And so before we begin, we always say a pule, a prayer, asking for the assistance of our guardian angels, ancestors, and aumakua, and for the person who is here on the table, the assistance of their ohana also. So I would like to start with that pule. E keakua I hana kalani ame kahonua. Mahalo keakua na aumakua mauloa. E olu olu oi. E ho'opo maikai ko kako ohana. We lift our prayers and our mana to you, Keakua. Mahalo Keakua, na aumakua mauloa, a mama ua noa, amene. Okay, so tonight I would like to get you warmed up. You can, if you don't have a massage table, you can, if you have a counter at home that's safe, if you have a dining room table that's not made out of glass, put down a comforter on it, put on a sheet, and you're good to go. Okay, even a picnic table, that works really well. Okay, so one of the things I'm going to show you first of all is the first motion we're going to be doing, and that is we're going to be going down with our hands. 1, 2, 3. I call this the hearts, because when we do hearts, it's a smaller heart, a medium, and a bigger. And it's like doing the breaststroke. Okay, we breathe in, breathe out, and we move the energy. Okay, the next one we're going to be learning is coming up, around, and down. All the time we do this move, we will be breathing our ha. This is on the right shoulder, and then the left, counterclockwise. Okay, and then we're going to do something that's up and around, and then we call this one wax on, wax off. I like that one. It kind of goes with the flow. When you do Lomi Lomi, you have to relax, you have to smile, and you have to just center your thoughts on the person that you are working on. Don't be thinking about what you're going to cook for dinner or where you need to go after this. Your thoughts need to be centered on that person. Okay, another move that I'd like to show you is this one, and this is called the ebb and flow. Think of the ocean as it comes in and it goes out. And we breathe in and we breathe out. Another one is called Sandies and Makaha. We know these are surfing places, and so what you're going to be doing is putting your forearms in a circle, an outward circle, Sandies, and then Makaha. This simply means over here, then over here. We could have called it, you know, Walmart and Macy's, but instead we call it Sandies and Makaha. Okay, and the last one I'd like to show you is called the puhi. The puhi is an eel. the eel glides across the ocean. So with your forearm, you're going to glide across, bend your elbow, glide. Okay, are you ready? We're going to put this all together now. And although we don't have any music, we'll think about some wonderful music in our mind. Okay, so Heidi is laying here. I'm going to undo the back of her pareo. Tuck it in here. Okay, beautiful. Put some lotion on your forearms and on your hands. We're going to start right away with the hearts. 1, 2, 3, and then down her shoulders. Again, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, the next thing we're going to be doing, remember I said up and around and down on her shoulder here. We're going to go around in a circle, stay right on her scapula, right here. So it's up, around, down. Come up at an angle so you can use your entire forearm. Up, around, down. Now we are going clockwise, the right side. Left side is counterclockwise. Up, around, and down. Up, around, and down. You need to breathe your ha. Okay, now if you need a little bit more lotion, get a little bit more lotion, put it on your arms and your forearms. Okay, now we're going to take chances here. Up and around, up and around. Breathe your ha as you do this. Use your forearm because this way you cover a larger area. And now wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. We're going to do our sandies and come over across and makaha. Sandies and makaha. We'll put a little bit of windshield wipers in here so we can get the upper part of her back. Your fingers are just propelling your arms back and forth. Okay. All right, now come and stand on the side of the person that you are working on. Put a little bit more lotion on. We're going to be coming up, down, and around. Down, up, down, and around. It's like a little splash of water. Down and around. Okay, are you ready for the ebb and flow? Remember this one? Okay. Glide, glide, glide. Think of the water coming in and then going out. Some people who can't imagine water going in and out, I tell them to think of themselves as walking the dog. So the little dog is following you and you go back and forth. Okay, let's put in some sandies and makaha. Some sandies and makaha. Make sure you use your forearm so that you cover more area. And now is our puhi. Glide down where their waist is, come across. Kind of cut corners right over their hip. Make sure your puhi is pointed straight out. We don't need any puhi that are dead on arrival here. We want them to be guided forward. Okay. All right. Now, I'm only going to be doing one side so that I can face the camera here and show you. So now I'm going to cover her up. I'm going to fold this over. Okay. Now I'm going to be working. We need to flatten out all the little bumps there where the pareo bunches up. Okay, Now we're going to be doing the lower half of her body from her hip. So I'm going to be putting my hand right in her hip here, standing back a little so I have a little leverage. I'm going to take a breath and stretch. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, now by her glutes, lean, lean, and pull down like a little coconut tree. The little wiggle of my fingers is releasing the energy. Okay, now I'm going to move over and expose her foot and her leg. Put my forearm right up against the lower part of her glutes, and my left hand will be right on her Achilles, not pushing down, but just anchoring. Take a breath, breathe in, breathe out, and stretch. Breathe in, breathe out, and stretch. We'll make her a little bit taller here, I think. Okay, now I'm going to put my left hand right behind her knee. If you need to know where their knee is, take a look. This is to protect their knee so that you're not pressing immediately on it. Turn your right hand over, press straight down, and exhale. Right along there, the back of her leg, until you reach your other hand. Okay, now I'm going to bend her leg. One of our students recently has named this the squish, and that is because we're squishing our arms, but the energy is actually going up toward her hip. Okay, now I'm going to put some lotion on the very back of her leg. And we're going to start in the middle with a puhi gliding across the back of her knee. Breathe your ha and let the puhi glide right across. Okay, now our puhi's going up toward the mountains, gliding down on the tea leaf. Up, good stretch, glide down, up and down. Up Mauka and down. Okay, now our puhi is going to go down toward the ocean. And as our kupuna taught us, we always face the ocean. Don't turn your back to the ocean. So I'm going to support the inside of her leg and like a little palm tree, glide down. Then I'm supporting the outside, putting my elbow in and gliding down. It's sort of like a little dance, and this is the dance of the puhi who went to the mountain and the ocean. Then put a little more lotion if you need it, the ebb and flow. Put in a little sandies and makaha. Get her Achilles, and then the bottom of her foot. All right. Now we don't want to forget that we need to do the little roll of the musubi, shake it all out of her leg, and send it to the light. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It has been fun having you here, and we'll see you again. Aloha.